Afternoon, everybody. Look, we had our own countdown. We had our own intro going just a few minutes ago. Whew,
Um,
I wish we could do it again, but no, we already late. So
yeah.
sorry. We are here and present. I am Dean Kathy. Welcome to the Bestie Finders office hours. Guys, I missed you all last week. I know y'all got down, but I was like, oh my goodness, my day just did not go the way that I wanted it. It went the way it was supposed to, I'm sure. And but I know you guys held it down. So I am back this week. Hey guys, hey
Welcome back,
besties.
guys.
Got my coach. Got Dr. Lisa.
Hey.
All right, so what are we talking? Look? I don't know if y'all saw the caption. Look, we trying to work it out this morning. Like, I love it. I love it the way that things always pan out
Yes.
because life is not completely planned out perfectly, and
Mm-hmm.
so when we have to come together and like, what are we talking about today? Oh, I don't know what are we talking about. And then Dr. Lisa did pop up, do a little pop quiz with us, and
Mm-hmm.
according to something Coach said, so it's her fault. What we talking about today, Dr. Lisa? Great morning. What are we talking about? Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey, besties. Okay, so to this week, we didn't have a scripted topic. So here is the pop quiz that the teacher, of course, presented to the group. What do you do when things are going too well? A lot of us, myself included, start making things go wrong, not consciously, but we engage in self sabotage. We might not even realize that that's what we're doing when we feel like, oh, wow, there's no problems. I gotta go find some. So, my pop quiz is okay, how do y'all deal with self sabotage when you finally realize that that's what's going on?
And this is the moment that I learned to be quiet and stop saying stuff before I think it all the way through because who has the answer for that? Like, seriously. Go ahead, Dean Cathy.
Dean
Tell us,
Cathy?
Look,
tell her what to do.
I may not have the answer, but I have
A
an
answer.
answer
Okay.
because you know what? Now that you say that, I said, what about when you live with somebody or know somebody, or they've been part of your life the whole time, and when you realize the stuff that they've been doing and the things that they told you or have told, that tells you about the stuff that they do, it's just all about self
Self
sabotage. And I
sabotage.
said, oh my God, you have been self sabotaging yourself your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that look like? So we want to talk about what that looks like, and
Mm-hmm.
then and what do you do? Like you meet somebody like a me. When you run across somebody who wants to tell you the truth that you are self sabotaging and wants to encourage you in your gifts. And
Mm-hmm.
because we can see a person with my gifts are similar to my gifts. They may be mixed and matched or whatever, or in different orders. In order, um we can see I can see like the potential of a person, right? Either through what they say, what they do, even by if they tell me their track record, what their educational background is, or what their entrepreneurial background. Yeah, so you can just they paint up people. We paint up people when we talk about who we are. When we read our bio, can y'all hear me? Am I freezing?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Keep going.
When we read their bio, they paint a picture. We're
Mm-hmm.
painting a picture of who we are and what we've done. So the self sabotage, when
Mm-hmm.
somebody tells you that you're great at what you do, you be like, oh no, that's nothing. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
And then
Mm-hmm.
you'll say, no, that's I can't make no money doing that. And I'm like, I successful, no. But you look at that and you're following other people who are doing just what you want to do, but you're saying that you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of that, like when I find people, most of the gifts that are like that really don't tap into it are compassion people.
Mm-hmm.
My servers, some, and I say that only because the servers, they get mixed up about leading and doing the work. And when I say lead, they want to do the work, but then when somebody's telling them that, you could be a leader and you can run this whole thing because you know it backwards and forwards and all those things. And and then sorry. And then they find themselves just doing nothing, right? You're self-sabotaging. And guess what?
Mhm.
But somebody else is using your gifts. Somebody else in their business is becoming very successful off of the things that you know how to do very well, that you count value, what not valuable. I'm just gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You count as not being valuable. And so you sit
Mhm.
it on the back shelf and you don't do anything for yourself. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll bring it out when somebody else need it, right? And so, yeah, so and then what do you do when things are just going well? And when you say that they go looking for a problem, they
Yeah.
don't necessarily, but what happens is self-doubt kicks in. Maybe I didn't do something right. You know what I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
maybe let me go look and see and go and redo and take apart and redo, you know what I'm saying? And redo everything, all because everything was just going too right. And no, just hold what you got because you that good thing may just run
Mm-hmm.
into, may hit another little bump. Just enjoy, that goodness. Just enjoy that success right then and there. Stop thinking
Mm-hmm.
that your whole entire career or life or everyday situations have to have a sting and you know, and stuff always happening negatively. So that's my take on it. That's what I gotta say. That's what I'm saying, and
That's
I'm
the whole
sticking to
lesson
it.
right there.
Huh?
Yeah.
But that's the whole lesson right there.
I would also add that, someone that is self-sabotaging has to get to a point to where they're sick and tired. Like they've come to the point to where it's tired to be in awareness. Because I believe that sometimes, whether it's childhood, um, uh, of the habits that
Absolutely.
the habits that they have, until they recognize that, okay, this is a problem, or I keep saying the same thing over and over again, they don't even recognize that it is self-sabotage. So it's great that you highlighted the things to consider, like when someone gives you a compliment on the work that you're doing, are you dismissing it?
Yeah.
Right? Or just being in awareness of, like, when things are peaceful, do you have to find yourself in a state of busyness? Like, do you have to get up and
Enjoy
do
it.
something else? Right. Well, but if you haven't had that experience to enjoy, and you don't even recognize that you haven't, like, what that piece is, sometimes you continue to go through the process of self-sabotaging, like, because it's too quiet, you can't be alone by yourself,
All
like,
right,
there,
but
you
then
have to
how does
turn
the
it.
aware? How does
Mhm.
the awareness has to happen then? Okay,
Right,
so we know
it
awareness
does.
is key. So now they're
Yes.
gonna have to believe the person who's bringing the awareness. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So because if you don't know what that looks like, you don't know what
Hmm.
peace in your life, and doing something successfully, while it's
What?
happening, and
Right.
if you don't know what that feels like and look like,
Yeah.
then okay, so you said that awareness, and I totally agree.
Hmm.
Totally agree. And so we have to put ourselves in a place. And if this person is talking to, somebody who loves you, who's going to give you the real, and if you don't know a person like that, you could, I just say, you just pray about it and just just be directed to somebody who you respect. You may not even
Yes.
know them. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But respect,
Hmm.
because of their background and what they do and all of this. Ask the question, ask the question.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
that's how you get to it. I know.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell them, honey. This what we love to do, honey. And
Yeah.
so I'm saying, y'all better come on. Let us help you all. To get to that place and to show you just how beautiful, well, beautiful, how talented, how gifted, how successful you are
You
already. You just
that
some
part.
people just
You are
successful
enough.
and don't even know it.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So let us help you to see that. And guess what? And then let's just talk about the ones with stronger gifts, Dr. Lisa. Because I mean, when you met me, you had to really encourage me in the things that I was doing to say that no, you this could be done this way, and you should receive this, payment for what you do.
Hmm.
You're worth it.
Yes.
I am, right. You know what I'm saying? When I'm saying other people are paying 5 and 10 and 15, $50,000, I'm sure some of y'all that's looking have paid that. And here I am charging 0 to $97. That is. You see what I'm saying? And was getting greater results from them going through Woman University. And I wasn't nowhere near what the other people were paying. So, somebody can come in and see your greatness and help you to step it up, even when you know that you know that you're doing a great thing. But somebody
Mhm.
still can take a person who is already doing great things and take
Mhm.
them to the next level and where they need to be. Because you can still be self-sabotaging by not thinking that, oh man, I shouldn't charge this much, and I shouldn't do this. You're self-sabotaging your business. Honey, when she got me straight on that, I said, I'm good on that. Okay. Now I still like to do things, for people just because that's
Mhm.
who I am, but there is a time that, people should pay for your services.
Mhm.
And you know what? That's a really, really good point because as you brought up, sometimes self-sabotage looks like a heart of service.
Yep.
And then you start saying, okay, well, I'm doing this way because I want to give and not realize that you should be receiving as well.
I just had that conversation.
That's
Yes.
right. Ooh wee. Now that's good right there. That is so good, right?
Yes.
And so we just want to encourage you guys to come hang out with us at Bestie Finder. I'm so excited about everything and that we have going on, that we're doing. And sometimes, like guys, like I was talking to Coach yesterday after we did our photo shoot on yesterday, and we were just saying how just still laying the foundation. And when it looks like you're laying the foundation, and we just thank Dr. Lisa, for just giving us, helping us, walking us through that process of letting us know that we just laying down the foundation. We need a firm foundation, right? And
Mhm.
for what it is that we want built. And so it will stand, so it will be sustainable, so we can be around for years, however long we got left here, y'all. I'm sorry. And all that good stuff. So I'm just saying. So bestiefinder.net, go and log and sign up as a future bestie. But if you know that you want to become a personal bestie or a biz bestie, check that out too. Because
Mhm.
I mean, we're doing amazing things with amazing people. And let us help you. Let us help you.
Mhm.
Just because don't feel like that you are a failure or are ashamed if you've been in business for years and still at a certain place and hadn't gotten to a certain place. We can tell you, you need somebody from the outside that can
Yes.
tell you, that can hear your process and saying what you have been doing. We can tell you all the things, the gaps and everything that needs to be filled in. We take you to the basics, because I promise you, every single person that has ever gone through Woman University or Business Builders, what we did find out is that they were missing major pieces of the basics. The
Mhm.
basics. Because it's the basics, it's overlooked. All right. And thinking it's not important. And so we can help you all with that. And our newsletter, you guys, you can get to hang out. We have different types of chats that you can hang out in, and according to your gifts, you can find people that's in your industry or meet new people in different industries. You can sign up and participate in workshops, seminars, free, private, paid. It's a lot. I'm telling you, Bestie Finder is the place to be right now. Bestie Finder is the place to be, and it's going to be the place to hang out. Everybody's going to want to be hanging out. So you be there, so you have to be trying to squeeze through, You go, you come on and be part, and let us and become a bestie, become one of our besties. And so we look forward to it.
Yes.
Anything else, y'all?
Well, to wrap up, let's talk about how to get into our Business Builders program if you are ready to work on the core of your business so you can grow. Tap right there for the Business Builders info session, which is coming up on July 9th at 6 p.m. at bestiefinder.net/bizbuilders.
Yes.
And on that
Cool.
note, bye, YouTube.
Bye.